This is going to be a full-on autistic level beginner self-improvement guide. Let's get into it. Firstly, you need to understand there is no such thing as self-improvement. There is only self-destruction. Right now, your brain is a fucking loser. Right now, your brain has convinced you to stack up all the screen time on your phone. Right now, your brain has convinced you to enter all the porn websites which you never wanted to. Your mind always said that you didn't want to get into there, but somehow your stupid brain convinced you to get into there. Imagine you tried to self improve with this current brain of yourself. You cannot fucking do that. So what you need to be doing is self destructing, and I will explain about self destruction further in the video. Right now, the best thing which you can do to self improve by 10-15% is to change your environment. Right now, I know that you're young. You cannot move out of your home, or you cannot move out of your city. So the best bet that you have right now is to change your environment, to change your room. Your room, which is the environment where you fapped a lot, where you scrolled a lot, where you binge watched so much content. So the best thing that you can do is to change your environment. What I would recommend you to do is to change your bed sheets, to change your pillow covers, to change where your cupboard is sitting, to change where your table is sitting, to change where you're actually sitting, to basically signal your subconscious mind that your environment has changed. Now, when your environment has changed, you're basically gifted with this new blank slate where you're able to include the new beliefs. An example is you will not act the same way that you act at home, the same way you act at school. Now, the same way you act at home is different from the same way that you act at school. You will not act like the dumbass which you are at home the same way at school. You will not dress the same way at home for the same towards school. Fuck no. That's exactly what I'm telling. The subconscious mind would be signaled that you are into a new environment. You will have this freedom to change who you are. The next thing, take a deep breath with me right now. Take that breath of belief. Take that breath of relief, I mean. Because you are a man on self improvement right now. Every year, you are going to get closer to being the best version of yourself. This year is not going to be the same as the next year. This year, you might be a 3 out of 10. The next year, you might be a 3.5 out of 10 or a 4. Every year, you will be improving. So take that breath of relief. You will not end up like these fuckers on street. You'll not end up like these losers within your family. You will become the best version of yourself every single year, and I assure you that. And right now, you are the guppy version of yourself. Guppy means you are the ugliest, smallest, fucked up, one dimensional version of yourself. Right now, you cannot even identify what achievements you have. You cannot even identify what you can tell about. You cannot identify with what you can explain yourself about. When somebody asks you what you do, all you say is, I'm a student. You cannot say something which you achieved, whether it can be physique, great mental health, anything like that. You do not have any achievements, and plus, you have very bad habits, and you're one dimensional. You will stop being that by sticking to self improvement for a couple of years, and you will become the all rounder. This is what I call where you will become highly attractive, highly charismatic. You'll have a bunch of achievements. You'll be so proud of yourself. You'll be hyping yourself up every day. You'll be waking up with this fire in your chest, with an ikigai. Ikigai means passion to wake up every day, a why to wake up every day. You'll be having that once you reach this all rounder level. The closer and closer you reach, you'll start finding why you're waking up every day. You'll start becoming highly attractive. You will not have bad habits. You'll start being comfortable within yourself, and everybody loves to be around you. Firstly, your physique. It is a visual indicator of how much you have improved. It is a form of delayed gratification. You cannot buy it, you cannot cheat your way through it. A physique can only be achieved by turning your brain off and just taking the action. And guess what? The results are guaranteed. If you stick to a good diet and you work out, you have a good physique. I mean, how fucking easy is that? That's all you have to do. And emotions are not required with this. And it's a visual indicator of how much you have improved in life. And as a matter of fact, every 6 months, your physique will start improving. Right now, if you're like a beginner at working out, within a year, you can smash out your noob gains. A year is all that you require to completely use all your noob gains. And within that 1 year, you can build like a great physique. Oh yeah, by the way, I have a free workout program for you, which is a second link in the description. Get started with it. It's for both gym and home workout. Yeah, you're welcome. Now, this is our male advantage. Building a physique is our male advantage because how much fat we have and how much muscle we can build is in our control. As I told, we do not have to use any emotions for this. We are not a little bitch. We can just turn our emotions off and take action, and the results are guaranteed. You stick to it, and the results are guaranteed. It's inevitable. The success is inevitable within your physique. Now, this is your meditation guide. Now, here's the first question: why the fuck should you meditate? Firstly, it's about presence. Second, it's about decision making. And third, it's about trauma release. Firstly, let's talk about presence. I remember this time at school, yeah, when my teacher, she was explaining something to me face to face, okay? And I was looking at her face and I was daydreaming. Quite literally. I was looking at her face and I was thinking about something else. Looking at her eyes, bro. So what meditation is going to do for you is it's going to bring you into this present moment where you're actively listening instead of your mind drifting somewhere. I had a lot of instances where my mind was drifting while I was doing something important. While I was folding my clothes or something, I would think about some random shit, bro. I'll be in this away from keys, like AFK, like peace out. I'll just fold clothes and my eyes are like stuck. It's like this. My mind just wanders. And the moment I started meditation, and after a couple of weeks, I was looking at the teacher and I was actually present in the conversation. And she also told me, "Oh, Bevan, you have become more mindful." She actually told me that at school, and my grades also improved. Like I'm not like a great topper student or something, but my grades improved by like a tiny bit because I was present, because I was more mindful. My teacher sometimes she would call me out in middle of the class because my mind would drift. And after I started meditating, she said to me, "Oh, now you stopped thinking about different things and you're actually interested in the subject." And actually, no shit, bro. Meditation improved my presence a lot. Then there is decision making. You know, we are a bunch of dumbasses. We make like wrong fucking decisions. Like we go to that website we shouldn't be on. We talk to the girl which we shouldn't be talking. We'll be doing habits which we shouldn't be doing. But there is something that you need to know. There is always this small part of your brain which is telling you not to do it, bro. Bevan, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Bro, don't do it, don't do it. It's going to tell you. But the problem is right now, imagine your brain, it's in two halves, yeah? The first half is the fucked up guppy version of you, and the small half is the all-rounder version of you. The all-rounder version of you is going to tell you don't do it, don't do it. But the guppy version of you is going to be stronger when you don't meditate. The moment you start meditating, the guppy version of you starts shrinking and the all-rounder version of you starts growing. It essentially means that the good decisions will start sounding louder. You'll start listening to the good decisions because it's like somebody yelling in your ear, don't do it. You will eventually get to that point. And right now, even sometimes I make like dumbass mistakes. I'm not like a mistake free person, but what I can guarantee you is The good decision part of myself, the all rounder part of myself, it starts talking to me. It starts saying, don't do this, do that. You will be having that situation when you start meditating. Then there is trauma release. You know, if you're brown, especially when you're young, when your parents, when you do like some random shit and your parents get to know about it, you just stand there still waiting for them to come beat you. So I had that situation when I was younger. Like I knew I did some random shit, like get into fights or some random quarrel happening in a house. I will get into those fights. Then I would just randomly wait for my dad to come smash my face. Holy fuck. So this meditation, it's going to release a lot of that trauma by being in sync with yourself. It's going to help you feel comfortable within yourself, comfortable within your own thoughts. Okay. How to meditate as a beginner. Firstly, you have to take your timer app. Then you have to set 1 minute. Look, 1 minute seems like a small amount of time, but trust me, you're a beginner. Your attention span is fucked. You're a fucking loser. So stick to 1 minute. You are not a pro in meditation already. This is your first time meditating. So stick to 1 minute. And what you have to do in this 1 minute block. Okay, first you have to know you will have 1,000 thoughts, 1,000 thoughts throughout your day because you're a normal human being. Yeah, we have tens of thousands of thoughts a day. So our thoughts are like a pendulum. It starts swinging like this. So what we essentially do is we focus on our breath to stop or slow down the pendulum. So when we close our eyes and we sit in a comfortable place and we start meditating, we will start having a lot of thoughts, yeah? So the pendulum just keeps on moving. So what you do is when you start focusing on your breath, this is what happens. This is what happens. Then when you stop the pendulum, it's almost like a bicep curl for your brain. That's essentially what meditation is. And also, the whole point of meditation is to be distracted and to bring the focus back. It's not to be focused whole throughout the session. It's to be distracted. Your whole aim is to be distracted and to bring the focus back. According to me, not according to me, everybody. When you start meditating, within the 3 seconds, you will get a thought. And you might be thinking you failed meditation. No, you have just started meditation. You know, I had a friend who started meditation and he said, bro, when I'm sitting to meditate, I'm getting a lot of thoughts. Yeah, that's the whole point of meditation. You need to be getting a lot of thoughts. And then when you get a lot of thoughts, you will start realizing it. When you start realizing it, you just start focusing on your breath again. That's the whole point of meditation. It's not to be focused, it's to bring your focus back. That is meditation. You have to be distracted throughout, to be honest, and then bring it back. Just imagine yourself taking like a bicep curl for your brain. That's it is. Just focus on your breath when you feel distracted. Okay. Then gratitude journaling. Why the fuck should you gratitude journal? You'll start appreciating like a 6 year old. Do you remember the times when you were 6 years old and when your relatives would give you a piece of chocolate or some drawing pad or something? You would always say thank you. And when we grew up, this fucking puberty hit, we have this kind of stillness, not stillness, it's like some freeze when people give you something and you don't even say thank you, you don't even appreciate how grateful you are for that. And the best benefit of gratitude journaling is enjoying the moment. 99% of people, they do not enjoy the moment, they are not grateful for the moment. I'm grateful for the moments when I when my eyes wake up, when I mean when my eyes open up after I wake up after a good night's sleep. You start appreciating life. That's the whole essence of gratitude journaling. And throughout your day, when you start receiving things, even if it's like a cup of water from your mother or food from your mother, well cooked meal, your mind will just randomly say, I'm grateful for this. And that's like a wonderful emotion, a wonderful feeling to have. And you will be internally happy without stimulation. Quite literally, like when you gratitude journal, you're giving things towards the world internally, And when you give things towards the world, when you give the love towards the world, to what it provided you, your mind cannot stop but be happy. You will be internally happy because you did that. Then, good dopamine without phone. Your phone has fucked up everything. Your phone caused body dysmorphia and shit like that. And it would be a good dopamine when you start appreciating yourself, the things which you can control and you cannot control. When you start appreciating those, when you start being grateful for them, that's when the world truly gives you. Now, how to gratitude journal? To gratitude journal, write about the most autistic things which you wouldn't even think of. You can start off by writing the home which you live in, the internet which made you able to watch this video, the phone which is on your hand, or the PC, or your mom on the well cooked meal she prepared for you, the fact that your parents are working to provide food and shelter for you. You can be grateful for a lot of things like that. And for fuck's sake, use a book. Don't write it on your phone and shit. Even from my experience, when I use a phone, my mind doesn't register it as gratitude. It just feels so numb. But at the same time, when I use a book and a pen, my mind just feels so calm and relaxed and genuinely so happy when I use a book and then there's a pen on my hand. And be grateful for that pen on your hand as well. Okay. And okay, side note, gratitude journaling is kind of like manifestation. There is this book which is called The Secret. The Secret goes into gratitude journaling in so much detail. I would highly recommend that book, The Secret. That book, right? It showed me how to gratitude journal to manifest towards my goals. Right now, my goal is to reach 2,000 subscribers. So I'm gratitude journaling that I'm already grateful for 1,000 subscribers. That I'm grateful that I changed the lives of many young men. I just write gratitude towards that. Write gratitude towards the goals you want to achieve, that you have already achieved the goals, that I'm grateful that I'm getting closer to my goals. I'm grateful for the abundance coming my way. You can write so much gratefulness and so much love towards the world that you will be gifted by the universe. This is your first step onto how to actually self improve. Not your first step, how to actually self improve. You have to quite literally alt F4. Alt F4. Like, that shortcut on our computer, which is to close all tabs. That's Alt F4. Alt F4, all your beliefs, relationships, friendships, family, education, job, money, everything. Just Alt F4, everything. That's how you self improve. You'll be giving yourself this blank slate. As I told you, there is no such thing as self improvement. The fucked up guppy version of you cannot self improve. You have to be given this clean slate, this self-destructed clean slate where you can actually improve. I'll tell you a story of a tree. There was this wonderful tree in the middle of a city, and suddenly that tree, it got infected by some tree virus. And the village people, they tried putting good manure, providing good sunlight, providing good water, watering every day, but still the tree wasn't able to improve, though it improved like a tiny bit. And then the wise man of the village told, why not cut the tree off and place a new tree in its place? And then the new tree flourished. That's exactly what you have to do. The current fucked up version of yourself cannot improve. What you can do is cut that motherfucker off and build a new killer which can improve. Okay, this is your first step. Stick to only 1 to 3 YouTubers or influencers. You have to stick to only 1 to 3 people which you listen to daily. If you listen to more than 3, or the best thing you can do is listen to one person. If you listen to more than 3 people, your beliefs will start constantly changing and you will end up in a fucking rut. I'm telling you from experience. I There were times when I used to follow on Instagram, yeah. I used to follow like 10 influencers, and from 10 of those people it was 10 different advices. And when there is 10 different advices, you will start being in this rut. where you don't know what the fuck to do and you start randomly fucking up. You'll be in this constant shift of beliefs. Okay, I'll tell you another story. There is a dojo, a kickboxing dojo. There is a student and a master. Then the student and the master have a really good bond. The master teaches the student on the various moves and how to punch and how to throw the hook and the jab, all the basic stuff the master is telling that student, and they have established a very wonderful student teacher bond. And then one day the teacher receives an invitation from a better club with better pay. The teacher had no option than to leave because he was in poverty basically. 9 to 5. Okay, anyways, so he had to go like that. And then the student is received with another master, and the master came, and the student is taught with new moves, new techniques, and new things. And there was this constant shift of belief which made him end in a rut. And I'm telling you, the action step what you can do right now is take your phone, go to Instagram, unfollow every influencer other than the people who actually inspired you. That's the biggest action step you can do right now. And as a matter of fact, these influencers don't even know you fucking exist. The celebrities, motherfucker, if you follow celebrities, you're a fucking loser. If you follow like some Kylie Jenner or some shit, you're a fucking bitch. For a fact, you're a fucking bitch. Bro, they don't even know that you fucking exist. They don't even help you improve in life. Then why the fuck are you following people like that? Holy fuck. If they don't inspire you, just unfollow them. I've seen a couple of my loser friends, they follow some celebrities. I'm like, you fucking retard. They don't even know you exist. All they do is they act in movies and they get paid for it. That's all they fucking do. Like, are you fucking retarded? That's what I asked these people. And that moment they were unfollowing all of them. They were following like 50 fucking people, man. 50 celebrities. Like The Weeknd or Kylie Jenner and Kim Kardashian. Like, what the fuck? This is the worst shit you can do is following celebrities. You can follow influencers which actually inspire you. And that's what is going to put you on steroids towards the future. Okay. The influencers which I personally watch. I watch Hamza, Chris Williamson, and some episodes on Jack Neal for a little bit of good dopamine. Like, it's like a podcast. Jack Neal is a good podcast where I can get like external information and shit. I watch Jack Neal, by the way. And you can even watch me. I'm a beginner self-improvement YouTuber. I have uploaded a couple of videos, and yeah, hopefully it can help you. Okay, let's get to the next one. Buy just one book. Just one book. That's how you self-improve. Why not a cluster of books? Because there is this one theory, and I'll show you what the theory is. The 20% theory. When you're reading a book or watching a video like this, you have only absorbed 20% of what you are actually watching. So when you read a book for one time, you only absorb 20% of it. So you have to read it multiple times to get the actual results, like 20, 40, 60, 80. Then it slowly starts going up. That's how you actually improve. Not by constantly shifting books. You cannot fucking improve, and there will be nothing on your head. That's the 20% theory. Now, there are a couple of ways in which the successful people read books. The first way is by applying the 20% theory, which I told you, by rereading the book more than 2 times. Then the second way is marking certain chapters and then taking action towards their niche or something. Like if a person is on business and then he brought a business book and then there were a couple of chapters which he found insightful, he would mark those chapters and then he would come back to it again. That's something which you can do when you buy the book, and you can just come back to it again and again. Some chapters which you found insightful, which you found that you can actually implement in your life, which you can improve. Then come back to the book when needed. You know, the highly successful people, right? When they have this certain doubt on what to do, they'll come back to the book and read it again. It's almost same like the second way, but in the third way, they essentially don't mark the chapters. They just remember, they just slightly subconsciously remember a couple of chapters. And when they have this certain doubt, they come back to the chapter or the book and they read it again. These are the three methods in which the successful people read. So, when should you get the next book? Once you have successfully applied one of the three ways, you can get the next book. You can switch books. Okay. Which book I personally recommend for you? Rich Dad Poor Dad, the good old number one financial literacy book. This is the number one book for financial literacy. Best starter for adding stuff to that clean slate of yours. Right now, you have basically pressed self destruct to your beliefs. There is nothing that you believe, your relationships, family, friends, money, etc., etc., etc. The best book which can add new certain beliefs to your head, it's Rich Dad Poor Dad. Trust me, and you probably have read it. And if I ask you something, you probably won't remember anything from that book other than asset and liability. That's the only thing that you remember. Actually, that's the only thing which you really need to know to be rich. But then there are a certain lot of things, such as chapter 8 and chapter 9, which you don't remember even if you read the book, which I found to be highly valuable chapters, which is applied in my life. So I'm telling you, read that book again. And if you haven't read it and you have basically pressed alt F4 to your current beliefs, then they are a good set of beliefs to add into your system. Now, it changes your eyes from I hate this to oh, it's an opportunity. Now, what this book Rich Dad Poor Dad personally did to me was, what I hate, what I used to hate, like such as I was waiting in queue, or I brought this thing and I didn't like a certain part of this or something like that. You'll start thinking, oh, if I hate this, another person hates this. Oh, this is an opportunity. That's how some businesses explode suddenly, where some guy, yeah, he did not like the customer service of another company. So he said to himself, oh, I hate the customer service of this company. So he found this as an opportunity to think, oh, wait, if I hate this, many other people hate this. It's an opportunity where he can build better customer service to satisfy the needs of other customers, and he can get gifted for this. So what this book essentially does is, it will change your fucked up mind from negative beliefs to positive beliefs, from like negative I hate this to oh, it's an opportunity. That's what this book is going to essentially do to you. Have a sense of relief that you won't fuck up like everyone. Once you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, you will have the sense of relief that you will not end up like your parents or your family member, because they are in this 9 to 5 rat race kind of thing where they're chasing stuff which do not even add up value, which do not even help their own lives. So by reading this book, you can have the sense of relief that you won't be a fucked up version like everyone else. Firstly, sleep. Don't obsess over your sleep. Obsessing over your sleep can fuck you up actually. A couple of months back, I actually obsessed over my sleep and it actually ruined my sleep. You have to be in this sense of relief where, okay, one night of sleep is ruined. Let me fix the other one. You have to have that sense of relief, not, oh, I need sleep, I need good sleep, I need good sleep. Oh, fuck, I didn't sleep well yesterday. I need to sleep good. Oh, fuck, I didn't sleep. You should not be in that way. You should have that sense of relief, that calm. Okay, yesterday's sleep, I did not sleep good. I can fix it today. You need to have that mentality with sleep. Then there is, do the habits which help you sleep like a tired fucking horse. You have to work out very hard where your legs are tired. I remember this day, like 2 days back, yeah. 2 days back, I was jump roping on this Cornish area from 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. I skipped roped for like an hour. I came back home, my legs were tired. I recorded a video, I was dead tired. Then that night, I'm guaranteeing you how much I worked and how much I enjoyed myself by doing the hard tasks. I actually slept really good that day because I slept like a tired horse. My legs were so tired, I just drifted away to sleep so quickly. Then there are a couple of things which you can do. Sleeping with a 15-minute time gap. Suppose you're going to sleep at 10 a.m. right now. and not 10 p.m. right now. You have to go to sleep by 10:45 or 10:15. You have that 15-minute window. You have to be sleeping in that window. You can either sleep on the right, on the correct time, like 10 p.m, 10 p.m, 10 p.m every day, or what you can do is the 15-minute gap. It's a very small amount of gap. If you exceed that 15-minute gap, you will not get good sleep. You either sleep on 10:45, between 10:45 and 10 p.m, or between 10 p.m and 10:15. That's where your actual sleep kicks in. That's where your cycle kicks in. Oh, okay, it's the time to sleep. And I expect that you're not a fucking weirdo who sit around scrolling till 2 a.m. If you sit around scrolling till 2 a.m., your competition is going to fuck you up, and you're a fucking loser. You're this guppy version of yourself, and you need to fucking improve. You need to start taking action to improve. If you sit around till 2 a.m., your future competition is going to fucking rail you. Okay. Then there is another trick which I use is watching the sunset. Now, as cavemen, our brain did not evolve. It's like 2000 years long, and our brain still did not improve and evolve. So our ancestors, they woke up by seeing the sun rise. They went to sleep by seeing the sun set. And this is something which you can implement as well. During the evening time, just search on Google like what time your sun is setting down. Just watch the sunset, and then you can go sleep. That's like a very good action step. And then what you can do is, the first thing that you do after you wake up is not use your fucking phone. It's the first thing. When your eyes open, you wake up, then you go to the balcony, then you look around the sun. Don't look on the sun, you'll fucking burn your eyes, idiot. So just look around the sun, and then you will improve drastically. Your circadian rhythm would be improved drastically. These are the things which I personally implemented in my life, which improved my sleep. Okay, then there is like a couple of basic things like 2 hours before sleep, don't use your phone. It's very basic. Me personally, I don't use my screens or my phone, anything, 1.5 hours before sleep. I have a couple of work to do like in that time block before the 1.5 hours. And what I do in that 1.5 hours is I read before sleep. And reading before sleep is a fucking cheat code. When you read before sleep, even when you're reading, you start slowly drifting. Just close your book, turn off the light, and go to sleep. That's like a fucking cheat code. Okay. And the next action step you can do is living like a caveman. Plan your next day every night before going to sleep. Know that daily scheduling is just a set of habits that you would do every day. Take like 20 minutes to plan your next day. You can autistically write like wake up, brush your teeth, take a shit. You can write stuff like that. Now most of these autists is fucking idiots, these middle class people, yeah, they just go throughout their day not even knowing what the fuck to do. Oh fuck. Not even knowing what the actual fuck to do. I don't want you to be somebody like that. I want you to be this smart as fuck person who already knows, who his younger version, like the version of you which is yesterday, already planned for you what is coming up tomorrow. Fucking caveman. Not like these modern day autists who wake up at like a random time, who do random things, who go throughout their random day on autopilot. You have to be thinking what you have to be doing, because your competition which is ahead of you is going to fucking rail you, because he's probably going to have like a daily schedule. And one more thing, know that daily scheduling is a set of habits which you would do every day. Even some days where you fuck up, where you forget to write your daily routine, it's almost like it's muscle memory, where you would almost do the habits out of intent. You'd automatically start doing it. That's daily scheduling. Stop acting like an insecure middle class monkey with daily scheduling. Go through your day fully planned. Don't you want to win? That's one question I want to ask. When I started daily scheduling and waking up at the right time and sleeping at the right time and doing everything in order, my mom would ask me like, why are you daily scheduling? Like, you should not daily schedule. Like, everything in life doesn't happen. Like, I looked at her like with surprise, like, what the fuck? Like, I need to win. Like, my competition is doing this same shit out there, and then she's saying to me, oh, why are you scheduling your day? Why are you waking up at this time? Why are you sleeping at this time? Holy fuck, bro, I'm not even kidding. Like, when my parents, they watch a movie on the TV, like they mindlessly watch. Okay, if it was going to the theater, if it was going to the cinema, okay, I would have went. But this is some mindless fucking movie they're watching on the TV, and I went to sleep no matter what, because the next day I have bigger shit to do. And my mom was like, "Oh, why are you sleeping so early? Why are you sleeping so early? Watch this movie. It's so fun." Like, what the fuck, man? If it was going to the cinemas, if it was going to the theater, if it's wholesome, if it is something wholesome, I would have 100% sacrificed my sleep for it. But this was some mindless fucking movie. Subscribe to be a part of this brotherhood. And remember, become simply the all rounder. Goodbye.